We start tonight in Kenya, where at least 3 people have been killed after police opened fire on mourners who had gathered to view the coffin of late opposition leader Raila Odinga. Police were trying to disperse thousands of people after crowds breached a security gate at the stadium where the viewing was taking place.
It should have been the scene of grief and mourning over the loss of a great political leader. But when security forces opened fire at the public viewing of the coffin of former Kenyan Prime Minister Raila Odinga, it descended into terror and chaos. The 60,000 capacity stadium was overflowing when tear gas and gunshots were fired to disperse the crowd. While outside, throngs of people who followed the coffin procession on foot surged through the gates, and security forces opened fire once again. Earlier, there were also chaotic scenes at Nairobi's international airport as Odinga's body arrived back on Kenyan soil. His coffin, draped in the national flag, was swarmed by mourners who struggled to contain their grief. During the arrival ceremony, the airport became so overrun that flights were suspended on safety grounds. The coffin was then due to be taken to Parliament, but crowds overwhelmed that area too, so authorities relocated the public viewing to the stadium.
It has shocked everybody. We are feeling pain. We've lost a big man, a man of people, the people's president.
We've come here to mourn Baba. Baba has really helped us. He's been the defender of the poor. It really pains us that he has died.
Yeah, we are mourning the father of democracy, who is Raila Odinga, and we're very bitter because of what he has done in this country for all this period. So we say that rest in peace, Baba, that we are with you and we'll meet in the heavens.
It's unclear whether the public will be given another opportunity to farewell the man they affectionately call Baba or Father.
DW Sella Oneko witnessed those dramatic scenes inside the stadium, and she told me more about what happened there.
Yes, it was quite dramatic, and it was very confusing because the location of the public viewing changed so many times. But there were just thousands of people, and people were very emotional, and there were also just not enough security forces there in comparison to the number of people to control the crowds. So basically what happened is that at some point there were even motorbikes inside the stadium. And so at some point, basically the police and security forces fired tear gas to disperse the crowds, and that then caused even more chaos with people leaving the stadium again. But we've just seen scenes right now here on live television in Kenya that people are finally viewing the body of Raila Odinga. The president and the family of Raila Odinga have viewed the body, and later crowds of people were also allowed to view him. Maybe not all those people who came to the stadium today.
From what you were able to witness, was this a sudden breakdown of order or something that had been building gradually throughout the day?
I think it had both to do with the confusion and also just that people were so emotional and that there were just so many people. So it was very difficult for the security forces to control the people. But yeah, so this maybe might have been a bit inevitable to actually disperse the crowds. But so it was something that was building up during the day. But it was more frustration, I think, and emotions around kind of waiting for the body and perhaps not being able to see him, which is very important to the people here culturally.
What does Tadeo tell us about how he'll be remembered and, you know, the emotions he inspired?
Well, as we've seen today, and also of the past few years, Raila Odinga has a huge following of very loyal followers, and he has been the main opposition figure in opposition politics in Kenya for the last over 30 years. He fought for multi-party democracy in the early 90s, where Kenya was a one-party state, and so that is one of the main things he's remembered for. And then he's also tried to run for president several times, but always missed that opportunity. So many people feel that he should have been president at some point. But he's also known in recent years for his handshake, his so-called handshake politics, where he basically reconciled with the government of the day at some point, basically to make peace after, for example, contested election results, but also more recently in the last few years, and that is by some people that is seen more controversially.
That was DW correspondent Sella Oneko. Thank you so much.